Hey guys, it's masatonic. I'm Bilingual Harukist. 皆さん、こんにちは。バイリンガルハルキストのmasatonicです。In this video, I'd like to talk about Kino. This video is Haruki Murakami's book guide series of short stories, part 7. And like I said, I'd like to introduce Haruki Murakami's one of the short stories, which is named Kino. And this is it. This is the Japanese edition of the collection of short stories, Men Without Women. And then Kino is included in this book. And actually, I really liked this book and also this work, Kino. So I'm very excited about talking about it. So let's get started. As always, this video consists of three parts. And the first overview of this work, and the second story, love story of this work, and also my favorite things. In other words, my favorite part of this book, right? And as always, this video based mainly prepared for someone those who not finished this work, and then with this video, I'm very pleased if you watch this video and this video want to make you read book, or those someone who already finished this book, this video may help to want to read, make you want to read again. So, okay, let's get started. First, overview. Like I said, Kino is containing a collection of short stories, Men Without Women. In Japanese edition, is this. It's very good illustrated. The cat is here, and also willow trees. And the English edition, maybe some version of the illustrated, but here's one version of the Men Without Women. It's a Kindle edition. And Men Without Women has published 2014 April. And then regarding this book, I have some episode or some memory of it, and which celebrate the publishing. One of the Japanese very famous bookstore, Shinjuku Kinokuniya Shoten, Shinjuku Kinokuniya bookstore, held some ceremony at midnight. Just with the changing date, they started to sell this one, Men Without Women, and in the event, gathered some Haruki fan, including me, and about maybe 40 to it's about 50 people is around there in the midnight, and then among them, 5 very huge fan of Haruki Murakami is doing a kind of presentation about book like this video, and then to the audience is, like I mentioned, always also a very fan of Haruki Murakami, and then presentator talking about Haruki Murakami's book, and then those who want you audience make read that book again, it's the winner. What's the winner? And I'm not sure this word is familiar with English people. The biblio battle in Japanese, that's a biblio battle. It's a kind of to say book battle, where one panel of a book club or much more book presentation. In a way, book version of TED presentation, like that event. And then like I mentioned, 5 people did a presentation about Haruki Murakami's book, and I was the winner of that event. Yay! At that time, I'm talking about Haruki Murakami's travel essay. It's not published into English, but in Japanese title, Toi Taiko, or English title maybe Faraway Drum. And I won the presentation battle, and I'm honored to be chosen to the first person who got this book. Maybe except someone related to publishing business or writer, maybe I'm the first person got this book, Men Without Women. So I have a very good memory about it. And then in this book, there is 6 short stories in it. But among them, Kino is my favorite work. I really like it. And originally, Kino was appeared in the magazine Bungei Shunju. It's a literary magazine in 2014 February. And before publishing Men Without Women, basically majority of the works had already published in the literary magazine. And at that time, how to say, other works is related to Beatles music, like Drive My Car or Yesterday. So at first, in the news magazines or advertisement, only title had announced. So the Haruki Murakami's latest work will be Drive My Car and Yesterday. And then, of course, we are very surprised. Oh, it's Beatles. So and very expected to read. And the published it interesting. Drive My Car yesterday. It's interesting. And after the new one will coming, the name is Kino. What's Kino? There's no Beatles music named Kino. So what's that meaning, Kino? Of course, in English has some kind of slang of Kino. I searched it, and a very how to say masterpiece of film work called to is Kino's one meaning is masterpiece of a film. I'm not sure it's in common or not, but when I Google it, the description is it's coming. So maybe some English reader might think Kino related to the movie things. Or in Germany, Kino is just simply meaning cinema itself. But in Japanese one, so basically majority of Japanese, including me, Kino and cinema or film is nothing related. Kino originally in Japan, it's written in a Chinese character ki ut and no field. So just a ut field. So doesn't make any sense. What's it? What's that meaning? And of course, once started to read, reader just figure it out. Kino is a name of protagonist, and then name of protagonist started to jazz bar, and the name of jazz bar. So it's no, it's very simple. But actually, just named how to say protagonist name to the titles is very rare case in Murakami's work. So in a way, it's very surprising, and so surprising things and one of the very rare things. But still, Kino is very how to say mysterious and then how mysterious atmosphere around it. And one more characteristics of this book is 100% Murakami's world means Murakami's works has so many, how to say, very characteristic points is there, say, like missing cat or mysterious women, and also very mysterious characters. And their protagonist lost his, how to say, uh, lost his girlfriend or wife and something like that. So in a way, that kind of, and also jazz music, that kind of sense, everything including it, this short story, short episode. So, and the atmosphere is very much Murakami-like. So in a way, I really like it. And also so many Murakami's fans really like this work. So let's move to the story. Story is big. It's one of very hard to say, typical things. Quitting the protagonist is like I said, Kino, and the Kino is the title's name and the protagonist's name. Kino quitting a job and became master of jazz bar, and he started to jazz bar, and then so and so many mysterious customers had visited that jazz bar, and then something happened, some events occurred, and the story going on, and one thing happened, and Kino started to take a long journey around Japan. That is a basic, how to say, over course of the storyline. I try to try not to talk about the detail of the story. So this is how to say, it's just an outline So between them, there are much more detailed episode and the mysterious but still important conversations in it. But so this is just an introduction video, so I just skipped that part. So this is a very guideline of the stories. And then after or during a long journey, Kino find out something. That is a basic story of it. So and then it's a short story, so it's not, maybe it will take an hour or half an hour. You can read through. So it's interesting. The storyline itself is interesting, but in it, much more, how to say, conversation or more very mysterious character is very fascinating. So, and then my favorite things, or in other words, my favorite point of this book, first, the sense of delaying from normal life. Like I mentioned, very in the beginning of this book, Kino quitting his job. So at first, Kino was it's kind of ordinary salesperson of company. So back in 20 years, I was also a salesperson of a very ordinary company. So in a way, it's a, how to say, being a salesperson in company is, at least to me, it's a very normal, or at least not extraordinary things, very ordinary or normal life. So but Kino quitted his job and then starting jazz bar is, at least to me, it's not ordinary things. And then during the story, he also started to a long journey that is kind of little by little or step by step, delayed from so-called normal life. That sense of delaying, or how to say, um, step by step, far far away from the normal life. It's, to me, it's kind of something I kind of sense of envy I felt, as to me, for example, I was in the very hectic day and a very busy day. I used to be as a office worker, and that time I always thinking about, if I had a time, I'd like to read a much more book. I'd more I to have a more I want to have a more free time to read and to travel, to listen to music. So something that, and then Kino did. Of course, it's not Kino's choice. Kino forced to do that, but still that kind of delaying, just be spending his own time for as he wish. So that kind of things is kind of envy. I felt some kind of envy to him. And that kind of storyline is very my favorite part of it. And also mysterious characters like Kamita. Kamita is a very unique character in this story. So Kamita, and also mysterious woman, and also very how to say, fascinating. Uh, he, Kino's aunt is also very unique character. So in Haruki Murakami's other work, like Wind Up Bird Chronicle, uncle take an important part of the story, or some kind of how to say, some kind of very important person. But in Kino, instead of uncle, aunt take an important role. That is also interesting. And then, of course, maybe aunt aunt's family name also Kino. So that is interesting. And the third point of my favorite things, or ending of this story, or how Kino's story ended, is very fascinating to me. The ending part, or how to say, paragraph is last few paragraph is very memorable. It's very, yeah, I really like it. And then, of course, Kino is a short story, and then it's basically how to say, um its story ended as a one as a one story. And then, but of course, there is some questions and some mystery which not resolved in the work. But that kind of things is usual case of Haruki Murakami's work, isn't it? So, but same time, a reader felt something. At least I felt something much more bigger or much more longer story started from this Kino's short story. So some some of Haruki Murakami's short work, like the say a wind up bad and chooses women, and also uh, in other words, at first short story is coming, and then later how to say expanded to much more longer novel like Wind Up Bad Chronicle or Northern Wood. So in a way, Kino might expand it to much more longer novel. That kind of how to say feeling the reader easily sense from the work. But in the on the other hand, the short story itself is completed uh, with this ending. So Kino's kind of feeling is how to say has the same kind of ending. So I really like it. Expect a longer story, but completed in this short story is a very Kino's unique point, and in a way I really like it. And maybe and also I should talk about this is including so many not so many but still some jazz music featured it. So with listening that kind of jazz music and reading this book is very good way to read, I think. Yeah, so this is the introduction of Kino. So if this video may help you want to read or read again, I'm really glad, and I'm appreciate if you put a put the like button and subscribe my channel. I'm very appreciated. I'm very appreciated. Okay, so see you next video. Bye.